Okay guys, I'm back. I just want to show you how I'm doing the pages. I've already started doing a few of them, but I'll show you. I'm just going to take an 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock, and I'm using black because I feel like that just goes with all the pages that I'm using. So I'm just going to cut it. Okay, so I have it right now at the 8.5 side, obviously. So I'm going to go to 7.5 inches here, and I'm going to, hopefully you guys can see this, my camera likes to readjust. So I'm going to go to the 7.5 inch here, and I'll just cut that, and then I'm going to turn it long ways. And I'm going to cut this at 10.5, so it's 10.5 inches long that way. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do there. And then I'm going to take my square blade while I have this out, and I'm going to squirt. I have a 1/2 inch side over here on the other side, so I'm going to do that 1/2 inch. I'm going to go ahead and score it, and then I'm going to take it all the way to the edge here, and I'm going to put this at the 5, and I'm going to score it at the 5. So I'm just making a flap for my book. So when it folds together, I'll show you here. I have one. It folds together, and you'll have a little bit of a flap there to well, I'll do another one. That one's already done. I'll show you how I. So then you're just going to take your bone folder, you're going to brandish it up on the 1/2 inch here, and so this will match the 1/2 inch tab that we have on our binding system. And then this at the 5, squared at the 5, so it should fold over perfectly and just line right up with those. Now this is the way I want to do it. There's multiple ways to do pages. I just find this is a simple, easy way to do it. So that's how I'm doing it. Okay, so I'm going to be using the flap here and the other side here to adhere to my binding system. So I do want to adhere the bottom here. So I'm going to use some wet glue. Don't use the tape. You can if you want to, but I'm going to be, I feel like when I put an insert in there, it can get stuck in that, and I don't want it to. So I'm just gluing it just to the tab there, and I'm just going to fold that down and brandish it again right there at the bottom, and then just let this dry for a moment. But I've left this end open here, if you guys can see. It'll fit perfectly on my binding. Anyway, so it should fit perfectly on my binding right there with that opening. That's why I left that edge there open. So anyway, then you can see I already have one in here. Hopefully you guys can see this. I've already put it on here. The bottom is dry, the top is open. I will be doing something else to this, and I'll show you that in a moment, but I wanted to at least show you guys the stage. So it really is simple. I'm just going ahead and cutting 6 papers because I have 6 inserts for each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I have them all cut here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this to all of them, and then I will adhere them in the inside. So there's all different tricky ways to do this. I'm just doing it a very simple way. So, you know, obviously do whatever pages work for you, but that's how I like to do it, and I feel like it saves the most, you don't waste a lot of paper because you end up only getting like 2 little scraps here out of a page. So you're really using the most of your paper. So anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'll get these all sealed and let them dry for a moment, and then I will be back and show you how I'm going to put them in. Hi guys, I just finished these 2 albums here, and I wanted to show you what I did. So I have the paper here. This is for, these are some of the houses that my kids like, Slytherin, and then this is a Raven, right? Ravenclaw? I can't remember. Anyway, this is a female one. So my daughter is getting this one, and then one of my sons is getting this one. And then you can just see here, I just went through and they're exactly the same. But I wanted to show you what I did here with this because I think it looks really nice. So what I ended up doing, I'll show you on this one because I haven't finished it yet. I've just finished laying the binding. So I did pages for either one of these, and then I decided to wrap this instead of doing a smaller one in the middle. I decided just to wrap it over. Excuse me. And then what I did was I took some, move these aside. I took this is just some washi tape. This is Scotch, and it's the glittery one. And I just took some, and I took a piece to put over the edge there. And I just put it close. I'm overlapping this seam here. And it's really, even though it looks nice, it's really for durability is why I'm doing it. And then I just started to put this book together, so I haven't finished it. And then I'm just going to lay this in here, nice and smooth, and then I'll line this one up with this one here and cut a piece of this off. And then I'll show you here. I'll just cut a piece off, and then I'll just burnish this really, really good. Make sure it's nice and crisp. It'll stay put. And I love this not duct tape, but this washi tape because the glitter doesn't fall off. So I really, really like that. And then it ends up looking really nice, but it also has some durability to it. So let me turn this the other way, which is why I really did it. It's just to keep it, make sure it's durable for the opening and closings. and that it would, you know, look nice as well, of course. But there we go. And then when I take this, I just make sure I crease that edge there really nice, that I match it up here. And then I'll go ahead and cut this off. I'm just going to re-put that down. I just try to make sure they line up so you can't see it. Anyway, and I'm just going to burnish this really good there. And then again on this side to make sure it's nice and crisp. So there's my third book that I'm working on. This is Gryffindor. Ravenclaw, I think is it. No, I can't remember the name of this, of course. But so anyway, I'll show you what stage I'm at now. I just went ahead and threw the papers I already had, and I cut out the papers to fit the insides of here, and I just measured and cut a 1/4 inch shorter, so you'd have a little bit of a spot. Then I put these on here, and then I went ahead and re-punched this out again after. So I did one side, glued it, then I turned it over, punched it. And I just used some of these paper here that to me says Harry Potter. Like this says the train, the Hogwarts Express, and you have the seat in there. This is the sorting hat, and here's the couple of different houses. I didn't put Hufflepuff in here. And then there's this one here. This is like the library, just like a little magic spell. This is the Ministry of Magic here. And you have a dragon, and of course Harry Potter's glasses, and then the brick wall that opens, the magical brick wall. So that's what I have so far. And then in this one that I have already, this other one, is exactly the same, except for I didn't punch these out until after, punch these out before, and I don't like the edge of it better, which is why I did that one. So I have already made these, and I've rounded the corners, and I just made these. So the page here is 7.5, so I just did these 7 1/4, so they'll fit right in there and then pull out. And I'm actually going to put journaling spots here for the kids to journal, to write about their things. They can put a picture here and then a journal spot here, or they can put a picture here too on either side. But anyway, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm probably going to layer it with some of this paper, just layer it with different paper like that, but then leaves a place for a journaling card. So I will be back and show you what I decide here in just a moment. Well, a moment for you guys. So I'll finish my other album here, and then I will be back after I get this going. So thanks. Hi guys, I'm back. So I started doing some more pages. I finished one set, and I'll show those to you in a minute. And then I started doing another. So these are just cut at 4 3/4 by 7 1/4, so that they would fit in the pocket where I glued the bottom. So that's what I have here. I have 6 of them, and I've just been using my Project Life here punch just to round the corners. I just put it in there and punch it. This works great. I love this punch here with all of them. Then I was going to show you, I have this little mini albums, We Are Memory Keepers. I actually got this at Tuesday Mornings, and these are some of the journaling cards I'm going to be using for it. So I'm just going to, some of them I'm going to cut, and some of them I'll leave full size. Like this one I'll probably leave full size. This is for my daughter, and she can kind of write down some of her favorite things from the trip. I mean, I just think it's really cute. It's a cute idea. So let me show you what I've done on some of these other ones. So these I've cut down, and then I added another piece of paper up at the top. And on the back side I've left, excuse me, I've left just a card for them to kind of write our schedule or whatever we're doing. And so here's just some of my ideas. And I'll just show you guys each of these. So each of them have just a little journal spot, and then they'll also have a larger card in the back. That's what I've just done. I've just taken some of the cards and some of the extra paper and just left it like this. You can see how I've just done that. And then I wish I would have rounded these corners, but I didn't, and that's okay because this is for a boy and he won't care. But on these ones are already rounded, the ones I'm going to use on this one here. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and use that, and then I have another one here that I started to glue the other side, so I think I'll just use this one long ways. So I'm going to go ahead and just put one full-size paper on each side, and then I'll go back and find something for the other side. So, and I'm just centering it in the middle here as best I can. To me, it's not like it doesn't have to be exact. It's basically just so they have a place to kind of write down their thoughts of the day or whatever they want to. You know, their favorite activity or their favorite ride or favorite food that they had, something they bought, just something like that. So it would be just like that. And then the other side here is what I will use to put and do the half. I'll just do a little half card. And all I did for this was I just took one of these and I cut it at 4 1/2, and I rounded the corners. and then I cut another piece of paper at the top here. So this is cut at 4.5 and rounded, and then this is cut at 3 and 4.5 and rounded. So that's all I've done, so it'll fit perfectly on this, with leaving the little space there. I just think it looks cute. We can put a little sticker on there or whatnot. So anyway, so I'm just going to continue. Whoops. I'm going to continue to do all of these. I'm going to pick out the ones I think would be the best up, right side up, like this one here, and this one there. And this one probably I'll use on the side. That one on the side. Maybe that one straight up. So I'm going to end up using this whole thing. Maybe that one on the side. So I might have to go get some more, and that's okay if I do. I'm just going to go ahead and glue all these down. There we go. Like I said, I'm just going to go ahead and glue all these down. I really just want to give them a spot to write. That's all this is for this book. And this was going to go right in the middle. So I just wanted to show you guys a different idea. Perhaps I haven't really seen anything like this, but this is how I do my books. I know a lot of people just leave the room for pictures, but I like to leave a journaling spot because I feel like it's much better, you know, if they can have a little spot to write kind of whatever they want. And since these are all different, they can write all different things on here, or they can also just write about each day too. It doesn't have to be. I mean, they can just circle the day if they wanted to do it that way. And I think I will use this one because that one's adorable, so I'll use that side. So that's all. I find these packs at Tuesday morning like for $1, like I showed you, and I just love it that way. I feel like they're great for things like this. Now I'm missing one, but I'll go find one. And these, I'll have to get some more for this as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut these down, and I'll be right back. Okay, I found some more. These are actually Easter ones, but I think they will work. So I'm thinking I'm going to use this one here for the other full size. And then I will use... Oh. Okay, sorry, I keep getting interruptions with all my kids. Sometimes that happens, but so all I'm doing is I've just gone ahead and made a few more of these. And as you can see, I'm really just trying to layer pieces together that I think look okay. I've actually used quite a lot of this glue. So that's all I do is just kind of fit it down here. And I think this one was just a little bit shorter than the others. Maybe not. Once you, like I said, once you do one of these, doing 2 or 3 at a time really isn't that much more difficult because you're just adding more pages. So I just let these dry all the way, obviously, before I put them in. But there we go. Isn't that cute? This is for my daughter, so it'll be really cute and girly for her to write in. I just think it looks so cute. So I'm just going to keep going. And like I said, I just alternate the top, these from the top and the bottom. So I'll put one on the top, one on the bottom. So like, and this one I'll probably put, actually I think this one goes kind of like that one with it. So I'll put this one at the top here. And then I'll just pick a other piece of paper that I feel like goes with it. And if I get any extra glue like this, it does dry clear, but I just wipe it there. And then I'm going to go pick another piece of paper or something that I'm just using scraps here. Maybe I'll just use Ravenclaw here. This is the, no, that doesn't really seem to go. Let me find something else. No. Maybe I'll use some, it's hard because this is all darker paper, and oh, it goes this way at 4 and a half this way. Anyway, this is all darker paper and that is lighter, but it's the only paper I had left. So I'm just going to go at 3. So 4.5 by 3, and that should fit perfectly there. Actually, these are a little bit longer, so I'm going to do 2 3/4 on these other ones. Yeah. And then I'm just going to round the edges again. The hardest part is just making sure that both of the sides of the paper line up so that it punches the shape perfectly. Because if you go in there crooked, it will make it crooked just like I just did. But anyway, that is all I'm doing. So, oops. There we go. And I'm just going to continue, like I said, just rotating these. I've already cut some of these. And I'll do this one at the bottom here. So you just can adjust whatever you're doing to the paper that you have. So I'm going to pick another one. I think I am going to cut this at 4.5 by I said 2 3/4 on for this paper. For the other ones, it's 3. There we go. There we go. Then I'm just grabbing another one. I think this one would be cute here. And I think these are the ones I used at 3. So let me grab, I think I'm going to do like a, whoops, getting to be in too much of a hurry because I've got to leave. So I'm trying to hurry here, but I think I'll put this one there. So I'll do this at 4.5. And then I'll do this at 3. I think this is the right size for this paper. Right? Yes, that is correct. So then I'll just punch these corners. And these only take a moment to dry, and then I will put these back in. There we go. I have this one, which I think I will put this side. I'm going to do this one up. Again, I'm just I did this for Disneyland too, and I will probably be showing you guys another Disney one for my next trip because I will be going. I will be going to Disneyland again. So, and I am going to Disney World on this trip as well, but we're only going for one day. We're going for me because I like it so much. So I will be I probably will be doing an album for myself, but not for my kids so much. I'm going to Epcot. Epcot's my favorite of Disney World. So there we are. This is almost gone again. I've gone through almost a full bottle of glue making 3 albums, so isn't that fun? So they can still stick a picture here, and I will show you the pictures I'm going to use because I don't use them. This is going to go here. I don't use regular like prints, so I have a pocket printer, and so I take pictures on my camera when we're on vacation, and then at the end of the day I just let my kids pick out a few pictures, whatever they want, and then that's where I I'll use some Harry Potter glasses, and then that's what I print off those and then let them put those in here. So they end up to be like 2 by 3, I think, is the pictures that they want. So they end up fitting perfectly on these pages is what I'm saying. So I'll take several every day, and then every day they can put in here whatever they'd like. So I end up using like all the paper, even the scraps, doing it this way. You know, I know you can line this whole page. I just like to use up my scraps, so that's why I do like halves like this as well. So that way I can use up my scrap paper, and then I only have a few little bits and pieces left from my scrap pile, and I end up not wasting anything. And it makes me feel good, like I didn't waste anything. So anyway, so here's the 6 for my daughter that she'll be using for her book. Aren't they cute? So they're still drying, so I'm not going to put them in the book yet until they're all the way dry. But there they are. So, and again on the other side. you can see all the cute designs. So anyway, so thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I will be embellishing these. So let me show you. I have this, I guess before I get going, I'll show you. This is the pocket printer I'm taking on my trip. Excuse me, I am sick. And then these are the papers that you use. And so this is the picture size right there. So you can fit a couple of these. If you look here, you can fit, 2 or 3 on a page here. So it really does fit very nicely. And this works great. So then this just prints right off of my iPhone. And I do find that if your picture is dark, it does print dark on the picture here. But I also have my little Polaroid. So I'll be taking a few using this as well on my trip. So, and then this just prints out, a small size as well. So anyway, so either one of these would work perfectly for this kind of an album. And you could also pick, print out your regular 4x6 or 3x5 because they would fit on here as well. This is one I haven't finished yet. So, and I might not have time to finish that until I get back. So anyway, so here's my sons, like I was telling you. So I'll just go ahead and put these in here. This was my idea, just to slide them in here. And then you can see some of it and pull it out and then do your journaling. And it's on the other side as well, so you can just kind of journal what he wants. And it doesn't matter really what way these go in. He can switch these all around when he gets to it. I'm totally fine with whatever he chooses to do. These are dry, so I'll let these go in here. And then this one here. And there are all the pages. So it's all set and ready to go. Now I will be putting a little bit of something else on the outside, I think. I have a couple of embellishments I'll show you. And I think I showed these in another haul. But I have, oops, those aren't the right ones. So I have Diagon Alley. These are all just Harry Potter words here. There's a Diagon Alley, which I'll probably end up using that one. And Hogwarts Express. And then I have a couple of different embellishments here. Some of these. And I'm probably just going to put these in with their book and let them put them on. I was going to probably use this for the outside here. Maybe cut it apart. Is what I was thinking, but I'll let the kids do what they want. I'll give these to them and let them embellish them on our trip. And I have one for each of them here. So I didn't show you guys the other ones, but I have one for each of them. So anyway, so that is it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I hope it gave you an idea. You really don't need a, pattern to go ahead and do whatever you want to do for your trip. So just make it your own. Once you know the simple ways to kind of do a binding or it's really just the binding here and the outside of the book. You can adapt any size pages that you want, and these pages aren't even the best way to do pages, but they worked for me, and so I'm gonna obviously gonna use them. So anyway, so thank you guys again. I appreciate you. I'm wishing you guys a great day, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.